Welcome, everybody, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, geeks and freaks, to the Socially Unacceptable But Sober podcast. My name is Dino. I am an alcoholic.
I'm Jonathan. I'm an alcoholic.
My name is Matt. I'm definitely an alcoholic.
That's Jonathan and Matt. How you guys doing?
Good. Fantastic.
I'm tired.
Are you?
Yeah. So anyways,
Tired is my middle
Really?
name.
tired is
You
my
have-
middle name. Careful is also my middle name.
I thought you had like 3 Red Bulls in you. You're running
tired.
today.
He already
Phys-
crashed. He crashed.
Yeah, they crashed easy.
You got the big dog right there.
Welcome to episode 5. This is episode 5.
Is it?
Episode 5.
1, 2, 3,
3,
4.
4,
Yeah.
5.
Counting the Dominican kid.
Yeah.
Makes
Punta Cana.
Punta
Bing,
Cana.
bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Put it in her.
what is it?
Put it in her.
Put it.
Am I kicking you?
Anyway, yeah. So I think the last time we saw each other, we had our guest Lori. She was awesome.
she
Shout
did.
out to Lori
Killed
again.
it.
Thank you so much, Lori.
Yeah, Lori.
Tonight we're gonna have a topic, but before we go on that topic, please like, subscribe, share. Jonathan, where
Yeah.
can they do all that stuff?
Yeah, so definitely you're listening to us on
Game show.
something.
You're good.
Tell them what he's won, Johnny.
Hey guys, you can find us at
Turns it creepy.
1-800-GO.
He turns it creepy. Why?
We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. We're on Amazon Music. We have 2 playlists on YouTube. One is just the audio, so you can listen to your podcasts for free if you didn't know that on YouTube. Or the video portion is also on YouTube. They're all of them are subs podcasts except for YouTube. YouTube is socially unacceptable but sober because I think subs was taken.
Not crazy.
And our email address, scrolling along the screen here, is subspodcast1 @gmail.com. Subspodcast1 @gmail.com. So find us. Yes, like us, share us, subscribe to us,
subscribe.
so you know this
All
is like
that, all the above. Like, subscribe, share it. Also, we would like some comments.
Yeah, we haven't got much of those.
Even if it's negative, we'll take them.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any of those comments.
What the fuck is that? What are you doing?
Maybe he's giving us a comment.
Being a friend.
Oh, he's going to give us a guy.
So you give us some comments, we'll bring it up on an episode, and then we'll answer your questions.
We'll either answer it or we're going to talk shit.
or
One
we'll
or the
talk
other.
shit about it. Yeah, I mean, even if you don't like us, let us know. I mean,
If there's
we'll
something
take-
that we could do better,
Yeah.
something that we could do different, we're just learning this as we go.
Yeah.
We can use all the help we can get.
I don't know if you can tell, but we're not professionals.
I know.
And
I
there
think
was-
we hide it well, though.
There was a couple from. Here's a couple of comments. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Nope.
This was on YouTube
From
Cynthia 6 days ago.
Cynthia.
Cynthia said, "Oh my, I used to frequent there once in a while."
Jonathan's basement.
Whoa.
In reference to the Rainbow Room, the Rainbow Cafe.
Rainbow Cafe.
Cynthia.
Yeah, and Chuck.
Oh, I think I know who the fuck that is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know you.
Well, Chuck's up there as well. Chuck is
Chuck.
saying, hearing Rainbow Cafe brought back memories.
Oh, that's
I
my boy.
long Forgot. Face palm emoji. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
Mike B said, "Great podcast, great guys, great message. Appreciate your." I can't see the rest of it.
Thank you, Mike B.
Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate you.
You know Mike B.
Cynthia, Chuck.
Appreciate your service. There we go.
Cynthia and Chuck. I'm pretty sure Chuck's my brother from down south. He's the guy that always hits me up every week saying, "When's the new podcast coming up?" So
Is he Jewish too?
He's not Jewish.
Oh.
Not even one little bit.
Oh.
And Cynthia, thank you.
Cynthia-
the rainbow sucked.
Cynthia
Yeah.
is crazy as fuck.
Well,
shout out Cynthia.
Anybody that was in the rainbow
Yeah,
was not well,
pretty much.
and probably still isn't well.
No.
Anyway,
But if you made it out alive,
that's right.
you're doing good.
That's right. If you made it out alive, you know the cocaine sucked there.
Not if you knew the right people.
That's true. That's true. I
Hello.
just took. It was a bar in Waterbury, Connecticut.
It was probably at one time the biggest cocaine bar in Waterbury.
Yeah.
The
On
Rainbow
Frost Road.
Just really out in the fucking old Rainbow Cafe.
We have a question.
It's been long gone dead.
Anyway, so tonight we're going to do a topic. And then shortly after we all share our thoughts.
Oh, wait. Sorry. We should rep Manny. Manny's here behind
Manny
the
is
scenes.
here.
Our
Manny's
friend
behind the
Manny's
scenes.
here to help us out a little bit.
Yeah.
Manny P's
Help us
in the
with
house.
With all his fucking fancy words.
His
Yeah.
car salesman words.
We're not letting him talk. He's actually in the corner wrapped up in duct tape.
He can't say anything right now. He's got a fucking ball in his mouth.
Yeah, we love people in the room with us. It makes us happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have the topic. Then later on, when we're done talking about this topic, definitely share, like, and absolutely comment on this topic. If you have any feedback, if you have any questions, if you need help, let us know.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely.
we got a guy. We got plenty
of
and
guys.
then later on, we'll have that segment, which I think everybody's starting to really like. It's the one time bro segment where one of us tells a little war story, makes a little light of it, even though we're not proud of them. It was very serious, and we're very blessed to still be alive. So,
And that's you tonight.
and that is me
is you
tonight.
tonight.
That is
I
me
can't wait. So
tonight.
excited.
Yep.
You know we're in for a good one.
I'm going into the deep file cabinet for that one.
Nice. I love it.
I'll make it a good one for you. Yeah, Ashley, your wife actually just reminded me of one. Yeah.
Oh, from
About-
the other fucking bozo story?
Yeah. So anyway, tonight Matt has picked the topic, so he's going to start us off with the topic of victimhood,
I don't even know what to call it, but the word victim is in it.
martyrdom.
Manny gave us a big fancy fucking word, but we're not using that. I refuse to. But I got to give you the story about. So anyway, I think anybody, not even necessarily new in recovery, I've seen people with plenty of time continue to do this.
Absolutely.
Where, I'm always a victim. Everybody's against me. Nothing goes my way. It becomes a very serious, deadly way of thinking. And
Negative self-talk, man.
horrible. I talk about that all the time, man. I always laugh because I remember the first time I learned that saying negative self-talk because I was such an idiot. I squawked at the counselor. I was like, "What the fuck is this negative self-talk bullshit?" I didn't realize I was a master of it. And I was, they always say, like, no one will beat your ass like you beat your own,
Nobody.
No one can talk to you as horribly as you talk to yourself. And that all played into this. So the backstory that is always, near and dear to my heart and burned in my brain is because when I truly learned, I was very unaware that I was a victim my whole life. To myself. I think a lot of men especially, they hear that word victim, they're like, I ain't no fucking victim.
Ego. Pride.
But the true way to say it is I'm a victim to myself. I am a victim to the way that I think and to the way that I process things. And, another prison story. I was in this building, and you had to wait for the shower. There was 2 showers in the whole building. One was a single, and one was a gang shower, 6 heads. Which one do you think people want?
The one.
Obviously. So the rule
I'll
was
stay dirty.
Not the gang shower?
you stand in line, you wait for your turn, right? The rule of the building is there's no loitering. Can't stand in the hallway.
Don't loiter.
What are you supposed to do? Most
Lurk.
of the guards
Lurk.
they understood. This ain't
Yeah.
loitering. You're waiting for the shower.
Right.
So this one day, this guy comes in. He got a hair up his ass. He sees me waiting for the shower. He goes right to the bubble. He writes me a ticket. I got a ticket for loitering. I got kicked out of the building
Loitering.
because this was a special work building. Loitering in.
Loitering and smoking the reefer.
Loitering in. So I remember at that time I had a sponsor. You met Bobby.
Yeah.
Even though I was in prison, I was actively using a sponsor to the best of my ability. And the first week came that I got to go see him and talk about it. And I'm victimized like a motherfucker. And I run up on him and I'm like, Bobby, I got fucked. Literally, just like that. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, man, I got kicked out of fucking building 7. He's like, well, what happened? And I tell him the story. And as I'm telling him the story, he says, stop. I said, what's up? He says, did you have anything to do with it? Do you own any piece of that? I said, well, technically. Well, then shut the fuck up.
Technically.
End of the story. That is it. And it was the first time in my life that I think my eyes actually opened up to my behavior. And it wasn't crashing a car. It wasn't robbing somebody. It was something as simple as fucking standing in a hallway. Loitering. And I made it into this huge thing. And I'm mad about it. I'm angry. I feel I was wrongly fucking done over this thing. And he said just clearly, he said, you know, you got to cut that out. You're a victim. And right away I puff up. I ain't no fucking victim, but I was. And I didn't understand what that meant at the time. And he broke it down for me. And as soon as I was able to look at it from the perspective that he gave me, it went away.
It was like a switch.
It went away. That, in the blink of an eye, it went away. And I think that, you know, especially people in the rooms, they don't really buy into how quick the brain could actually work. I shortchange myself to think, oh man, you know, I'm just stuck in this. This is just the way. Yeah, unfortunately, I say it to my wife all the time with some other dumb shit. It's just the way that I am.
Yeah.
But that's bullshit. Yeah, that's what that is, you know?
Just the way that I am is a cop-out.
It is
100%.
It's just an excuse.
Right. So he said, you know, he broke it down like I said. If you own a piece of the situation, then you got to pay your price. My whole life was horrible based on my behaviors. And then I want to show up to recovery. I want to show up and begin to change my life. And I want to tell the whole world how wrong everything was, how unfair life is. And, you know, if you had my old man, you And there's always an excuse. There's always a story to justify. And I tell you, man, that happened. I came home in 2009. And that happened probably the beginning of 2009 or late 2008. And I have never, ever felt like a victim again. But a lot of times, man, I try to turn people onto that, and I start breaking that, and they look at me like, you're like crazy, bro.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, fuck you.
That's right. You're good.
But this guy fucked me up at the
I'm going to start doing that.
But this guy's, it's his fault that I'm not sober.
Yeah,
it's this
right.
guy's. We talk about this too. I talk about this with some of the people that I work with is, you know, I deal with a lot of clients that have trauma and, you know, PTSD and such.
Right.
And there's this clear shift in the psyche that we talk about. And it's transitioning from a victim where you are owed help. And rightfully so, there are people that are victims of a situation or an event, right?
For sure.
But then the change in the psyche is when you move from that victim to a survivor.
Yeah.
Right?
Victor.
And now, a victor.
I see what you
exactly.
did there.
That's right, buddy.
And that means that now I get some of the power back, and it's just like what we talk about. You know, we give up one thing and we gain everything else back. You know. But once I have to give up that mindset, and that's really hard to get rid of because despite the fact that we put ourselves in sticky situations, we still want to blame the cops, the judge, the girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend, everybody else.
It's comfortable. It's
so easy.
It takes everything off you.
So easy. Yeah. And until I can, you know, my transition was I heard guys in one old timer corrected me in mid-share once, and I was like, this motherfucker. Who the fuck? You know, I'm rocking with like 3 months sober.
Don't you know who I think I am, homie?
No.
Did you see the hand he had to going on?
And I said, you know, I lost my license, and the dude looks at me and he goes, no, you didn't. You gave that shit away.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
Judge so-and-so will sell you different.
Yeah, he took that
He
shit.
took my shit. But you said a very important thing. That.
I can't stop it now. I don't know how long it goes for.
That's great. This is horrible. I read a book. I gotta
It's
give
still going.
a shout out to a gentleman. I don't know anything about him anymore, but he used to write books that were catered towards convicts. His name was Bo Lozoff, and he
That's
wrote
a real name?
Yeah, Bo Lozoff.
Author name.
Author. I don't know what the fuck is. I don't know. Anyway, he wrote some profound shit. And one of the things was, we don't realize how much power we harness as human beings. And we're so busy giving it away. You give it away to your coworker that pisses you off. You give it away to the guy that cuts you off on the street. You're always giving it away. And guess what? At the end of the day, there ain't nothing left for you.
That's right. That's right.
So how do you combat these things that come up? How do you not be a victim to life if you're so depleted because you've given your power to all these trivial, fucking useless situations? You know, so it had to boil down to a point where I had to learn to say, you know what, man? It's a choice for me to feed into this shit you want to run at me right now.
That's right.
I don't need to fucking get into that. You understand? It takes two to argue. Otherwise, it's one dumb motherfucker yelling by himself, right? I don't need to entertain that.
Bro, I used to answer yes to every RSVP to any fight come my way. I would RSVP yes. I'll be right there.
Yeah.
And then wonder why I'm locked up, why I'm sitting in my own piss,
Yeah.
why I'm on fire, while I'm telling perfect strangers to go fuck themselves because they're looking at me the wrong way and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Because some dude cut me off that I ain't never met in my
Right.
entire life who
He doesn't-
probably had an emergency.
He doesn't even know you exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, I bought into, when I was finding spirituality and I was getting to know this program. One of the things that a client actually told me was something about Buddhism, and I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was Buddha himself or was writing, but it was
Probably was Buddha if it's Buddhism.
maybe.
Came right from Buddha himself.
We as humans live on this path
Beautiful.
of like,
You gotta find something for that. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. That was good. You gotta admit.
That's witty.
That was fucking so horrible.
so delayed. It's all the way over there. What the hell you
No,
want
bro,
from
get
me?
your shit together though.
Oh God. But it's like they say that humans are always traveling this path, and we're trying to move away from pain to happiness. And in our movement, we're constantly pinballing back and forth from pain to pleasure, and that's where exists our
man,
suffering.
I wish I had the phone.
Yeah,
My buddy sent me this thing one time, and I think it was along them lines of Buddhism, some shit. And the guy says he definitely was Buddha. He says he went to Buddha and he says some shit like, I want happiness. He says the first thing you do is take I out of there. That's ego. Then you take want. That's desire. What are you left with? Happiness.
You got it. And then you got it.
There you got it.
It's really that simple,
You're
man.
never gonna get it.
Yo, people
And
always
then
say
he got it.
He's never gonna get it. He's never gonna get it.
You sure it wasn't Gandhi that said that?
Mahat.
He did that dumb shit just to play that fucking music. Motherfucker. It definitely was not Gandhi.
No, it wasn't.
Shit, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
I fucked you right up, huh?
No. But it was along the lines of what you were saying about just the happiness part.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I was gonna say, but I remember in my last rehab playing the victim,
Yeah.
of course, because I'm a professional victim. You know.
When you got the dirty?
Huh?
When you got the dirty? Because everyone else was smoking?
No. Oh, I was playing. Oh, that was a victim all day. You know what I mean? Victim all day. I'm getting high. They kicked me out of a sober house. How fucking dare they?
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know, how dare they?
How can I not smoke crack around people that are smoking crack? I mean,
you know,
that's crazy.
It is what it is.
And
But
then
I
they pick
remember...
me. They single me out.
I remember being in
Motherfuckers.
the last rehab and complaining and being the victim.
Yeah.
And, Adrian, my last counselor, my last drug and alcohol counselor, my twin brother, man. I call him my twin brother. He was like a 6'7" foot tall black dude. And I'm telling you, we were like neck and neck in story. Like I was like, oh my God, me too. Oh my God. He was like, yeah, me too, me too, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell. And I'm sitting there playing the victim card one day, and as usual, he would come up behind me and take these this motherfucker's hands were enormous. So he could probably palm 2 basketballs.
Yeah.
Picks me up by my neck because he was big enough to do that. And I was cracked out so bad that I only weighed about $125. So it was easy for him to pick me up. Threw me in the room and he said, you know what I want you to do? He said, I want you to stop playing the victim. He's like, I want you to go every morning I want you to look into the mirror and say, I've never had it so good. My life is absolutely amazing today.
And you say that now.
Just for the record.
You say that all the time.
He's been saying that for almost 11 years.
11 years, man. And this was my answer to him. All right, whatever, dude. Okay. And it's not going to do. What's that supposed to do? He's like, just promise me you'll do that. I said, all right, Adrian, you know what I mean? I'll try, man.
I'll do it for you.
I'll do it for you, Adrian, but it ain't going to do shit for me. Even though everything you've told me up until this point has absolutely kind of worked in my life, but this one is not going to happen because my life sucks.
Yeah.
And you don't understand my life. And you know, my ex-wife took my kids and I lost this and I lost that and this and that and the other thing. And he was like, just promise me you'll do that. And I said, all right, I'll do that shit. I said, how long you want me to do that for? He said, I want you to do it till you believe it. And I was like, okay, dude, so whatever. So next morning I wake up, I look in the mirror, I say, you never had it so good, dude. My life is amazing today. And I'd fucking begrudgingly just fucking walk away and do my house chores and all that shit. And every single day I was starting to do that. And then I started noticing that I wasn't as angry saying it anymore. It's called positive affirmation, you know.
Whoa.
And yeah, I come away with some big words from my last rehab, man. You know, I've never had it so
Manny's
good.
like, fuck you. I got about 50 big words to top that.
I can translate.
I've never had it so good, man. My life's
languages.
absolutely amazing today, and I used to say that, and I would continue to say it and continue to say it, and I started to believe it a little bit because, you know, now I'm living in a shelter because the rehab got closed down, and I don't have a job. I don't have any relationship with my children. My family don't want to talk. Like everything I went into rehab with on the outside, I still had, like, you know, just nothing. I had nothing.
Yeah.
But I was starting to be a little happy.
But let me ask you, don't you think now when you look at it in hindsight, that was the grand plan? It needed to be that way. We needed to be stripped of everybody.
I needed it. That's what I say, that thorough ass whooping.
Yeah.
I needed a complete 110% thorough ass whooping from this disease that I
Top to
had.
bottom.
From top to bottom, I needed to be stripped of every single thing that I've ever been around.
Because I know for me, if I got one little crack, I'm out the back door, baby.
A bike? You had a bike? I remember some dude sharing in a meeting one time. He's like, oh, I didn't have nothing. I lost this. I lost that. All I had was my bike, and I was going for... I'm like, damn, motherfucker, you had a bike?
I love the guy. I love the guys that say, man, I almost lost my
I
job.
almost lost my job.
Job? What the fuck is that?
A job? You mean collecting cans and shit? That was my
Are you
job.
a canner?
You one of them illuminists?
Luminous.
You like to
but
eat
yeah.
aluminum?
So by doing that, it was able to... I was able to start to see that I don't have it as bad as I thought.
Right.
I was also able to start to see that I'm the problem here, that I'm the problem. I am a victim, but I'm the dude making the victim.
Right, you're your
know what
own victim.
This thing, when we talk about cunning, baffling, and powerful, I'm not talking about alcohol and drugs anymore when I'm talking about that. I'm talking about this thing.
Yeah.
This thing that I have is cunning, baffling, and powerful, and it will continue to push me in the victim mentality all the time. Because, like, can you believe what just happened to me? Can you believe what they just did?
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Here,
And it's just like...
a fucking crackhead and alcoholic, I can absolutely believe it just happened to you.
And as long as I'm living in that, I will not even look for a solution.
No.
I will just constantly look to keep pointing and blaming and pointing and blaming and constantly play this victim mentality. And, you know, again, shout out to Adrian, man. I love that guy. I think about him every single morning.
Shout out to Adrian.
Adrian.
With his big hands.
Big on his hands, man. That dude was huge.
Adrian.
He used to be like, Arminio. Because that's my first name is Herminio, right? And he would go like this because I'd be acting up like a fool.
What the fuck you trying to do?
Ask a question.
What you got?
Here we go with this guy.
No, I like it. I like it.
Doesn't it contradict the tenets of a
You're taking too long.
sponsor-sponsee
Because they can't
relationship?
hear you.
What do you mean?
you're talking about victiming, talking about yourself. Oh, what was me or what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't that, what you're talking about, contradict the relationship between a sponsor and a sponsee?
So,
Aren't
like-
you supposed to have that kind of relationship with your sponsor?
You are. And then your sponsor's supposed to promptly whoop your ass, turn you in the right direction, and say you're playing the victim here.
So what?
You know what I mean? So you're not going to continue. Your sponsor should not allow you to continue to be a victim, like for forever and ever and ever.
And what I'm saying is, don't leave it in.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Right.
We're also talking about when you're brand new. This is pre coming into the rooms. And didn't he say something he shouldn't have said?
What? I don't know.
We'll
They
edit
can't
it
hear
out.
him now. They can't hear.
You better clap it.
I don't need.
We
No,
can't
no.
talk about.
You can't say
Either
the
fellowship.
names of the rooms.
I don't know if he did, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have a mic, so we can't hear him anyway.
What?
I didn't-
Oh, you did though.
We're gonna give Manny a mic. He looks like he needs a mic.
I don't
He
want
wants
a
one.
mic. I don't want a mic.
So anyway,
He's talking about still being in rehab.
Yeah,
I'm
still
talking
being
about
in
being
rehab
in
without a
prison.
sponsor.
This is just coming in to the idea that maybe I can be sober. But
Well-
I'm so used to talking to myself horribly
yeah.
that everything that has gone on in my life, I'm a victim to.
But you can also look. I think is like this is a perpetuate.
That's what you get
That's
for
what
trying
you
to
get
use
for
that
using
word.
big words. That's right.
This is a symptom that we perpetuate over our usage, right? Like
Oh, absolutely.
from day one.
Absolutely.
This is if you look back in your struggles, and if I look back in my life,
This
I can
fucking
see.
thing is
Yeah,
squeaking.
I squeaked the hell out of that. I hear
gotta
that.
fucking-
That my
I'm
fake
taking it
leather.
Right down. I'm taking it right down.
Okay. Well,
down.
don't take the fucking.
I
Do
won't
it.
rip it.
No.
Don't do it.
And so if you look in the history of your story, it's always this is you can
The
align
reason
that.
why. The reason why.
I
the
stay
reason
out.
why. The reason why. It's
this
always
is
like
why.
a reason why I did these things is because of.
Yeah.
You, her, him, them, all that.
And you could probably, I know for myself, and Dino talks about this, is we can align, we can measure our stubbornness with our willingness to come in. Like I will perpetuate the victim because I'm stubborn as fuck, for years.
I don't know that I hear you, but I don't know that I cop to that. I don't think that being the victim is a byproduct of being stubborn. I believe it's a byproduct of just negative thinking, negative talk to yourself.
And you don't really know that it's even happening.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so cunning.
somebody's gotta-
It's so baffling. It's
Someone's
so
got to
powerful.
point it out to you. Like he said, if you got your sponsor and you're already getting into this process, they got to slap you in the head with a fucking 2x4.
And that's what I'm talking-
This
like-
is what you're doing.
If you're listening to this, take a look at your life. If you're on the fence with, recovery, take a look at your life. And if this is the first time you're hearing it, take a look at a different perspective, at a different way of thinking this,
I
and
say
not
that
being
all
the
time.
victim.
All the
That's it.
time. Take a look at your history up until this point.
Yeah.
Take a look at your drinking history. Take a look at your drugging history. Take a look at your behavior, your behavioral history.
Yeah.
And who's the common denominator and all that
All
stuff?
that.
Because all the people have and places and things have changed, but the one thing has remained the same every single
100%.
time, and it's me. I'm
Me and my
always the
behaviors.
common denominator in every single situation, person, place, thing. It doesn't matter. I'm always the one right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
All the time.
First phone call from prison. What do you think I said?
I need help. Can
No.
I get some money?
I need
I
some
don't
money.
belong here.
Oh yeah, this
ain't my
you
fault.
don't understand.
It's not my
I
fault.
don't belong here.
They got the wrong guy. They got the wrong guy.
I mean, it's so powerful, and then it becomes just another habit of how I talk to myself.
Can't.
What?
He still wants to leave. He got out of his duct tape.
You got out of the duct tape.
Tase him.
No, quick, get the taser out. Yeah, I mean, just
Do what you gotta
don't hit
do,
don't hit the fucking lights, and you're
You're gonna have a hard time getting by that fucking thing.
no, just Grace, use your
He's
use
a
I
your.
can swear all I want.
Yeah,
He's-
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's a cokehead. He'll figure out a way to get the fuck out of his
I'll
room
see you.
without
Right.
fucking touching
So,
a thing.
Don't forget to text homeboy.
I read it.
Okay.
Oh God, here we go.
Man down. Man down.
Man down.
We did.
Manny,
Good
come
job,
here for a
buddy.
sec. Come here for a second. Say hi. Say hi to them.
Oh, that was horrible.
Say bye, Manny.
Bye, Manny.
Later, buddy. So yeah, that victim shit, man.
It's tough.
It had to stop though.
Powerful
and-
stuff.
But it is the right people in your life at the right time
Right.
to say, slap. Dude, are you kidding me right now?
Right.
Are you kidding me? I remember when my ex-wife, when we were still married, obviously, and she left. And I told my dad about it. And he goes, what do you expect?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
It's for better or for worse. And blah, 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 blah. And how could she do this? He was like, I wouldn't stay with you either. I don't even want you here. Why are you at my house?
And while you're here, empty your pockets.
Yeah. Stop stealing my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's always the poor me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't believe this. The judge smoked my boots, and it really wasn't me, and I didn't do it, and it didn't go down like that. It's just like, oh my God, it just never stops. Instead of saying, all right, I got to take accountability for this situation.
Yeah.
I'm the reason why it happened. Now, where is the solution? How do I get through this? How do I do something to where I never do that thing again? I never do that thing again. And I never talk to myself about shit like this that way again.
Right.
Was Adrian
I'm the problem.
Was Adrian your transition? Would you say was that the time when your brain started to switch the flip the switch?
No.
Switch the flip.
No,
Flip the flip.
but
You should have got a sound effect for that.
I know, I'll
but
record that one.
Dummy.
the July 8th, 2013, the switch got flipped because I finally realized that
Oh, that's the Waterbury 500?
yeah, I'm an alcoholic. I am a drug addict. I need help, man.
Yeah.
Like for the first time in my life, I said I instead of they, and her and him and the judge and my parents and my brothers and my friends. The first time I ever said I am an alcoholic. I'm the problem, man. Holy shit, I need help.
Because I know when I started this gang, I know like I couldn't drink anymore. I knew like drugs and drinking were off the table, but there was still a big piece of me that was unwilling to change a lot of
course.
stuff. You know what I mean? So it took that guy talking to me and like.
Well, in the
ego
beginning,
sizing.
it's not even unwilling. You don't even know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We don't.
You don't
know.
even know the depths of the things that we got to work on.
We don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
And
so
my
bad.
buddy Bobby, compounded ignorance.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that I didn't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
But here's the thing, and you hit it when you finally come to that realization of owning your own shit.
Yes.
Then you're more willing to hear some input.
Right.
The whole time when I'm full of myself, I'm full of this negativity, the poor me's and why me's, I'm not hearing any good stuff coming in.
No.
I'm blocking that
Hey,
shit.
You're not listening.
Right.
You're thinking.
The minute I woke up one day and I said, holy fuck. For the first time in my life, I was in touch with the guy sitting in this chair. My whole life, I looked at every other chair, every other person,
Right.
and I had something to say. And don't get me wrong, I can still be real negative. I talk
course.
shit.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, my ears are so open to receive new information because that is what that's what sustains my life.
Open-mindedness, man.
You gotta have it. If you don't have that willingness, the open-mindedness, and the acceptance, if you don't have those things, then you're gonna be dead in the water.
Well, if you don't have those things, you have all the answers.
Right.
I have all the answers.
All the time.
I'm the manager of my life.
Yeah.
I've been doing a great job.
I'm
The director of the play.
The director of the play. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell God.
My
how
name
it's
is
supposed
Thurston
to go.
Howell. I own a mansion and a yacht.
It's crazy, though, because, and I say it all the time, like, a lot of people that come into meeting settings and 12-step programs, and I am one of them, 100% for years upon years upon years, had no idea how deep this stuff runs in me.
Yeah.
How cunning, baffling, and powerful this thing in between my ears actually is. And if I could just realize that I could use it in a positive direction, the
Harness that power, baby.
man, oh man, oh man.
But-
Dude,
but
it
yeah.
is unbelievable.
Let me ask you this, though. And I already know the answer, but I'm just going to say it for the viewing
For
pleasure.
them,
How many years did you think, I just got to skim a little off the top, and I'm good?
oh, forever, dude.
Right?
Forever.
I was
used
like,
to just think,
you're not talking about all that. I'm not doing all that other shit, bro. Wait a
12
minute.
steps?
I just need to stop smoking crack,
losers.
you know?
I remember my first meeting where that's what the guys were talking about. There was a gentleman up there. He was talking about it. My first 12-step meeting, and the stuff that they were saying there, I was just like, what a bunch of losers, dude. I'm like, what a weak bunch of people.
Ain't that
like,
some shit?
Why would they send me to? I'm nothing like these guys. Lo and behold, boys. Lo and behold,
Here
man.
we go.
I remember sitting in prison meetings. I'm talking shit about the speaker.
Who gets to leave?
Leave! And he's not in tans.
Oh, my God.
You know? There was this one time, this guy, he ended up being a real sick fuck, but this was the one thing he said was monumental for me. He showed everybody a seed. It happened to be an apple seed. He said, what do you see here? And, most people say a fucking seed. And then some people thought about it. Oh, an apple, a tree. And then everyone was pretty quiet. He says, well, what about a house? What about a building? That one little thing, the little seed that's planted in our brain, you don't know what it can turn into, what it can bear in your life if you put it to work.
You water it.
And I spent so many years fighting that. Trying to hang on to something.
Fighting with everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everything you got, man. Unbelievable, man.
And man, I think you see these new guys and girls come in, they're full of fear, they're full of shame, guilt, and remorse, and all this other stuff. And they can't possibly comprehend that a couple of these simple sentences that are being said could actually be the key that starts to turn the lock of the door that's going to fucking open up the world to you.
Well, because it can't be that simple.
Right.
Yeah.
It can't be that simple.
Yeah, we got to overthink the shit.
And that's a victimhood mentality.
Right.
It can't be that simple for me.
How many times can you say you've seen someone, and this is no disrespect to people, but every week you see them, and every week they're talking about the same shit.
Same thing.
Never once do they introduce. That's why I love what Joe said that one night years ago. If I bitch about something today, I better come back next week or the week after and talk about how it changed.
Yeah.
What did I have to do
The solution.
to make the change?
Make the change.
Yeah.
Instead, staying rooted and grounded in that negative fucking chaos.
It's so comfortable and warm. It's so comfortable.
Yeah.
It really is, dude.
Yeah.
As much pain as it causes us,
Right.
it's still comfortable and warm.
That's right.
Anything else is very scary and very uncomfortable, especially, I don't know about for women because I am not one. But
You sure?
Yeah, you don't identify.
Today, I identify as a man. I've been doing that for about 52 years, so I'm going to continue doing that. It's worked out so far.
All right, good luck.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck?
We derailed them again. 2 for 1, dude. You are tired.
I am
got
not
you
witty
twice.
today. I'm not witty today.
We
I
got you
forgot what I was
twice.
gonna say. The train left the station. I wasn't on it. I don't know what you want.
You have derailed. You have.
What the hell were you just saying?
About how people come in and they're just full of negativity. They don't believe these couple of little things.
The comfortable and warmthness of just staying the way you are.
Staying sick.
Because it's so comfortable.
Yeah,
and
it's like
I
an
can
old pair
relate
of
to that.
jeans.
And that's another thing. Adrian, man. I mean, this was my angel, man. Like, you need to start doing things that you're very uncomfortable with.
Right.
Which one of the things was hitting my knees in the morning in front of
You
guys.
know what, though? Let me ask you something. The idea of these new things was uncomfortable.
Right.
And the initial couple times, but isn't it amazing if you really just do it, you really commit to it, that changes quick.
Fast. So
Super
fast.
quick.
So fast.
So fast.
Well, you know what it was for me? I was superstitious, and I think that comes with the Italian upbringing, and many cultures have the superstition to it. So then when I started doing these things, regardless if I thought that they were
What
working.
do you mean things?
Getting
Just
on my
things in
knees.
general, okay.
Yeah, getting on my knees, doing what guys were telling me, looking in the mirror, reflecting on my day. When I start saying my prayers at night, I got superstitious that shit would go monumentally sideways if I didn't do it.
The impending doom.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, I did it. And I think there was one time in the past 4.5 years that I didn't do it. And it was, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but I recollect it as a terrible day. An absolutely terrible day.
You know how he says terrible?
Terrible.
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 You know he says fucking
He's so Catskills.
You know, he says Aaron's
Bro,
name.
I'm not even from the Catskills.
Where are you from again?
Yonkers and
Yonkers?
North Salem.
Oh my god.
He says fucking Aaron.
No, I didn't. I said Aaron.
I like when he
Aaron.
Yeah, that's
when he
not-
says gone.
E.
Gone.
Gone.
E.
Gone.
Who says gone?
You do.
Gone?
Gone.
Gone.
You say
But
coffee.
the crazy
How
part
you say
about it,
how you say coffee?
Coffee.
Oh, you say that. Why do you say that fucking right?
because
Coffee.
he's half and half.
Coffee. That's how you.
I've
should
been
be
all
saying
over.
it.
All my geographics have given me multiple.
Dude, when
you
I
know.
lived in Florida a couple times because I do the geographical changes
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
change my life.
I did that for 3 years
I
one
used to
time.
get y'all all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I come back like, y'all, hey, what up, y'all? And I'd be like, fuck you talking about Yankee with a y'all.
Yeah.
My aunt moved to Texas, man, and
catch it real fast.
real fast. But you know what? There's something to be said about that because you go down south, Southern hospitality. They're so fucking nice. You know,
we got derailed here.
People were helping me
we're
at the
talking about
fucking grocery
Southern
store and
hospitality.
so nice to me.
Yeah,
And I
we-
was like,
so
this
nice.
is so
We-
cute. This is so friendly.
We went through that in Tennessee, actually.
Yeah, Louisiana had the same thing, but we have derailed.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever been nice to me.
Go down south.
Poor
Victim.
See, I wonder why.
Victim Dino.
Yeah.
Victim Dino.
Victim.
I mean, what the hell? I mean, I only took like $20, dude.
Yeah, it was
you
only
know,
20
man-
bucks. Hold on, listen.
Emotional damage.
I love that guy. But yeah, man, that victim mentality, man.
It's fucking crucial, bro.
It'll keep you sick. It'll keep you in the victim mentality. You'll
It
never
will
be
make you
accountable.
sicker. It don't keep you
Especially
sick,
without the drugs and alcohol.
right?
It's amazing, man. It really is. Absolutely.
And I think that, like we were touching on it for
Sicko
a
with
second
the
there,
liquor.
when new people are coming in, and not even necessarily new people. Sometimes you'll find people with years,
They'll stay that way.
and they haven't worked on
Right.
these things.
Right.
And somehow they manage to stay sober. I don't get that, but it's like, I want to be happy, joyous, and free today. I don't want to be restless, irritable, and discontent.
No.
I know how to do that, right? I gave a lifetime to that. If I wanted to be that, I might as well be getting fucked up.
But,
right,
but
man.
let me tell
What's
you
the
this:
sense?
I think that we all have different bottoms, and they talk about raising the bottom for
The higher bottoms.
higher bottom cases. I think for us and because we go to such extremes in our active use and our active addiction, that I say the same thing. Like, if I'm going to be miserable when I'm sober, then I'm going to get fucking high. That doesn't make sense to me.
No.
But there's people that it wasn't that,
We've talked about
That-
those people before.
Yeah.
and it's like,
we've talked about them, and I could understand why. I don't want to say not go to any lengths because they're staying sober. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they got sponsors, and they're doing the
And
work.
life is better.
Life is
life
absolutely
is
better.
better.
But when I look at them, I go, I can't have that kind of. I need
I need
way
more.
more.
Yeah.
Way fucking more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Way more. I need a lot of help, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of help, which I'm sure you can tell.
hey, speaking of a lot of help, how many sponsors you had?
Enough.
Really?
Enough.
Yeah, you've had Joe forever.
Oh, sponsors. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant sponsees. Joe's been my sponsor way longer than I've been sober.
Yeah.
Probably
Joe
about,
never gave up on
about
it.
25 years. Yeah, it was a few years. It was about 4 or 5 years before my first son was born. So yeah.
Yeah.
And he never gave up
Never
on me.
gave
And
up.
then, fuck it. So he's never given up on me, and every time I'd come back, he had open arms. You know what I mean? And the very last time, right before I was getting kicked out of the sober house, I called them up. Victim.
Yeah.
They kicking me out, and blah, 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 and I'm never gonna get this, Joe. I'm never.
I swear
it's
I only
never-
smoked one rock.
I said, I think I'm the one who's supposed to die. I think
Constitutionally
I'm
incapable.
just the one. I don't
Yeah.
think this is gonna happen for me. And he said, I don't believe that. He's like, I believe that you're gonna get this, and you're gonna have an amazing story one day. And I was like, wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong. Slap it away. Slap the positivity
Yeah,
away.
right.
And blah 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 blah. And I think about that so much, and I'm like, he has never lied to me, dude. He's never been wrong. He's salt of the earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't come no better.
No.
Almost like
And ironically enough, we all share the
Yeah,
same sponsor.
almost like he's never gonna give you up.
Here's the other ironic.
Oh,
I bet you I bet you we're gonna get a comment to never do that again. Yeah, ironically enough, we all share Joe as a sponsor.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, he's always the last one to know about anything going on.
Dude, I didn't know. I didn't tell him about.
He never told him about the surgery.
Yeah.
No?
No idea. So I found this out last night. I had no. I can't.
By the way, Jonathan had surgery last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we weren't.
Yeah, a hernia. That's why
Get
we
a
weren't
bunch
on
of-
last week.
Yeah, I had my belly ripped open.
Whew, man.
Yeah, so I didn't fucking tell him, and I was like talking to him Wednesday night at the men's spot.
At the men's gathering.
Like he knew what was going on, and I was like, oh.
He was like, "You had surgery?" I'm standing right there. He goes, "You had surgery?" I go, "John, don't worry. He's always the last one to know about everything."
Yeah, I don't know. I was no excuses. I don't know. I
Got caught up in it.
Sometimes I talk to a lot of people, and
Yeah.
I called Matt that night, Wednesday night, because I was out of character, and I had
You're
to
always
kind
out
of.
of character.
I know. Well, so then what is in character for me?
So,
Sticking
so
your tongue out and fucking throwing your pelvis around.
funny story about telling Joe before anybody else knows.
Yeah.
The only thing that I've ever told Joe ahead of time before I made the move or already did the
Maritza.
move was what right before I asked Maritza to marry me. I said, Joe, I know this is gonna come to a shock to you, but I need to come to you for advice, and you're the first person I'm talking to. He's like,
He didn't even know how to take that.
Wow. And I said, I'm thinking about asking Maritza to marry me. And he was like, you better.
Yeah.
You better do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good enough, man. I don't have to talk to nobody else, man. If
that's
you
it.
said good, I'm good, man.
One and done. I had this idea when I first moved up here because I was going, all these promises that come true, they, if we don't work on ourselves, they come back. And I had the fear of financial insecurity. And I had this brilliant idea that I was going to pick up, you guys might not remember this. I was going to pick up a trailer. I was going to start hustling.
Oh,
and
I do remember this.
lawn mowing, like on the side and trailer.
With all your free time.
With all my free
Yeah.
time. And Mike was like, dude, did you talk to your sponsor about this? Because I had plan A, B, and C in the works. Like, I'm going to freelance
Make it
for
happen.
Mike.
Hell yeah.
And Joe said the exact same thing. He's like, really? You think you had enough time for that? I was like, yeah, dude. I think I already had bought the trailer.
I told Erin years ago, I was like, yeah, I'm going to start plowing. She says, and when the fuck are you going to do that?
But, I mean, we have the opportunity to do so,
Well, yeah, kind of. Not really.
because our lives have become so bountiful.
How important is it?
You know what balance is in my life? You know what my balance is?
I didn't say balance. I said bountiful.
Oh, well, fuck you.
No.
What's your balance?
No balance.
Yeah, no balance.
Yeah, there's no balance in your
That's
life.
the harmony in it. But yeah, how important is it, man? You said promises, and the 12-step program does come with 12 promises, and I say it all the time that every single promise, even though there's numbers on the beginning of them at a lot of these 12-step meetings, that's not how it's written in the bigger book that we use, but they all come true, and they all say will happen. It says, if you are painstaking about that, this will happen.
Yeah, it's a guarantee.
And that's another victim mentality that I had about saying that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, financial insecurity.
You walk into it killing it before it even
Killing
has
it.
a
Yeah,
chance
just
to live.
swat it. That's my whole entire life is like, do this and your life will get better. I'm like, nope, no, it won't. You know what I mean? It's like,
There's that old saying, contempt prior to investigation.
Prior to investigation, man. Before I even try it, it doesn't work.
Nope, not for me.
But also, we have a lot to go on in our past that proves that to be true. It's all we know because we have tried and
Warm and comfy.
tried. Your favorite word. Your favorite word.
All
Somebody's
right.
favorite. Tried.
Failure with
tried.
If you're trying, you're lying.
Yeah, our evidence has shown that it wouldn't work. But did we ever actually just do it?
Did we ever apply?
Yeah, did we ever fucking
Did
apply
we
it?
ever take a suggestion and apply it to our life the way it was suggested without putting Dino's little spin on it? Yeah, I'll do it like that, but and there's where I already jumped
my
off the
spin
cliff.
was what you already said. Yeah, but that won't work for me.
Yeah, no.
You don't know me. See, we're different.
Yeah.
See, you were different, bro.
You don't know who you're fucking with right now.
Yeah. I smoked a lot of crack.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
you
a little
did too?
bit.
Not as much as
Yeah,
I did.
nah.
Oh, I had an old timer tell me one time I dropped more crack than you
Oh,
smoked.
boy. Give me a
And I'm like, then
break.
I would have loved to hang out with you, bro.
Hell yeah.
I would have just walked right behind you and never had to spend a dime.
Yeah.
Cause I smoked a lot of crack. If you dropped more than I smoked,
That's a lot.
I'd still be out there.
A lot of dropping.
I'd still be out there. But yeah, man, victimhood, man.
But
listen, if there's anybody out there, you might actually be sitting there right now saying, yeah, that doesn't apply to me.
These guys are fucking idiots.
These guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
I'm not a victim. If it wasn't for this person, I wouldn't be in this situation. Right. And bingo! Bingo! Bing, 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 bing. I remember one time being so pissed off at a judge, so pissed off that he was sending me back to like the 12-step program after I just finished a sober house, a halfway house, and an IOP. And I'm like, Jesus, dude.
I got my certificates.
Bro, I graduated. I'm right here, bro. I'm better now.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. I was so upset with him. I couldn't stop talking about him for days. I'm like, that judge is a dick.
Motherfucker.
If you ever get him, bro, just call from the hallway and tell him you can't make it.
Call and say there's a bomb in the building.
They used to do that. They used to give you the certificates of graduation and completion. Like, I won.
Bro, you know how many people show up to parole with packets?
Listen,
I got certificates.
their motto
days.
is keep them sick, keep them coming.
Yeah.
Repeat business.
So dude, like I was so angry at that judge, man, and like I was like literally talking shit about this guy, and like today, because I don't play the victim anymore, I play the victor. I'm victorious today.
Victorious.
So I think about these, I think about my POs all the time. I think about the cops that have arrested me all the time. As a matter of fact, I saw a bunch of them at that dinner.
Yeah.
And I went up to them and I was like, yo, thank you for arresting me. Yeah. Because I don't even know how many times these guys have actually saved my life.
Right.
I don't even know how many times that particular judge, I swear to God, he knew my name. I was there so much. And he would be smoking my boots every single time. I'm sitting there going, what a dick. I can't believe he did that to me. But he probably saved my life, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what they say? I wasn't arrested. Rescued, man.
Yep.
And, staying in that victim mentality, man. I'm never going to go anywhere with that, man.
No.
So, we have a mutual friend, and his name is Mike. And... he was playing that victim mentality about you don't understand and all this stuff. And like the Mike that we know that it got arrested.
Just did that thing, yeah.
Yeah, he just did that thing. And, I know all three of us try to talk to this cat. You know what I mean? And all I can hear is me talking back to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you're in a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? But I remember being that dude and somebody saying, bro, you're in a lot of trouble. Like, don't do that. I'm like,
I'm good.
I got this.
Yeah.
I have that master
I'll figure it
plan.
out.
That's also victim mentality.
Yeah.
I don't need your help.
Right.
Is a victim mentality. Yo, men are so bad at this. This pride and ego shit about not wanting to take help that's absolutely free and that will help us. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. That pride and ego, man.
I used to tell this in my story. The big thing, right? My big fucking get over was, oh yeah, I need help, right? I'm an alcoholic, I need help.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that was a two-part thing. I got to learn, A, to muster those words out of my mouth. But then B, I needed to learn how to receive it.
Right.
And I didn't know how to do that. I was great at saying, hey man, I need your help. And then the minute you give it to me, I'm like, you know what, go fuck yourself. I'm good.
Thing is, I'm not doing that though.
Right.
Thanks though.
I'm still there. I'm still there a lot of times. I'm thinking about the trees we cut down in our yard last year, right? I have my neighbor saying, you want help? I have his wife saying, you want help? My wife saying, you want help? I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I needed so much help.
Yeah.
And the first big limb I cut down almost killed all of us. Because I was like, no, I'm good, man. Just listen, I'm going to hand you the rope. All three of you guys just pull that shit.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it falling on me. Almost killed Maritza.
Oh, God.
The fucking thing almost fell on her head. I don't even think she knows it. Yeah, you almost got killed last summer when we were chopping down those trees.
She knows now.
That very first limb, I said, yeah, I need help.
Yeah.
I need help. I need help, man. And the job went so much smoother. We all worked together.
Yeah.
We got it all done. And I'm like, wow, what a pride and ego piece of shit I am, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was willing to kill my wife because I don't need any help.
Yeah.
I know how to use a chainsaw. I'll cut it down myself. Don't worry about it. Watch this, guys.
Yeah.
I'm Italian. Watch this.
Watch this.
Unbelievable, dude.
Well, and I think my stubbornness also got the best of, well, not my stubbornness, my ignorance got the best of me with the whole surgery thing, because I thought we'd be recording Friday night, and I'm up in the fucking chair.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I kind of underestimated
We're not
that
spring
shit.
chickens anymore. Plus, you had 3 hernias. He had 3
Two.
hernias.
Two now.
Oh,
he's a
That's
liar.
what I'm not a fucking liar. That's what the fucking surgeon told me today. There was I don't
Surgeons lie all the time.
even know. Yeah. I was like, so what went on?
Don't be
while
a
I was
fucking
under?
victim, bro.
Why? What was
victim.
going on? You know?
Even 1 hernia surgery.
Yeah.
That's tough,
bro.
bro.
Stop it.
That's a tough one.
No. Listen, my boy got a hernia surgery. He came in the shop the other day. This motherfucker was tap dancing. This guy is walking around like he's dead. I don't want to hear it.
You know.
He gets no play.
He's telling me stories of how he had arm surgery. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker.
Arm?
Your
I
arm.
ripped my bicep off
Yeah.
a couple years
and
ago.
they put it in a cast and it doesn't fucking move. They can't cast your midsection, man. Like,
Isn't
you
that
need
what-
this
Isn't that
for
what our
everything.
friend Joel had? He
Yeah.
separated his bicep at the pig roast.
At the pig roast, trying to move that fucking
pig roast.
table. It was
That sucks.
real
We
quick.
haven't played since, man.
Aww.
We haven't played since, man.
I
Actually, we
was
played
back in
once.
the gym within 6 months.
Let me
But
one
yeah.
up that one. I was back in the gym the day after surgery. I was in the gym
Just looking.
doing mental
You
aerobics.
might have drove by that motherfucker.
I was in the gym paying my dues to the gym. But so yeah, man, victimhood, man. I refuse to be a victim today, dude. Bottom line, you know, I want to be victorious, and to be the victorious, I have to be a victor. I have to be in the victor mentality.
He's killed that word.
Victor. I got that from another podcaster that talks about it all the time. Stop playing the victim and start being the victor.
Yeah.
Just stop. Stop doing that.
And I think the thing, like, this topic, future topics, no one topic is getting anybody sober. No one topic is fixing a life. But when you string these things together, you begin to string a life together.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. You know, I think at different times in my life, I would walk into the rooms, and as silly as it is, I'm thinking, I hit a meeting, bro. I'm good.
We'll go get a drink.
My shit should be. I'm
Cheered
flipping
for the
my
day.
life
I
over.
should be able to drink a beer now.
Yeah.
I'm good. I heard everything I need.
I'm
Cheered for the day.
Just thinking that life is going to turn around now because I did. That's not even bare minimum. That's nothing.
Nothing.
I went to all fucking meeting thinking, I'm just waiting for the rewards.
Yeah.
I'm ready to reap.
Where's my 20-year coin?
Yeah.
Been here 20 minutes.
This was years ago. For 3, I had a 3-year coin. So I told people
I had one of those too.
on the 11th month of
Really?
every year.
You had a 3-year coin that wasn't legit?
Yeah.
I had a one. Was it at the men's spot?
No,
Mine was at the men's spot.
No, this was before. Every 11th month of each year, I went and got high for a
Yeah,
weekend.
because you get one every month after that. Once you hit the year, you gotta wait a whole nother year to
No,
get
but
claps.
You got to celebrate.
my reasoning was I'm not giving up a whole year because of 2 fucking nights.
Yeah.
I gotta get that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done a lot. I've been drunk at meetings. I've been fucked up. I've left meetings early to go get high. But the one thing was the coin thing. I could never, I was even nervous about my sober date now because I was like, but do you think it was all out of my system by the 5th? Do you think that's my sober date? Or do you think, he's like, dude, I mean, you know.
Yeah, you're overthinking a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's actually a good way of thinking. You know what I mean?
Oh, it is.
Should I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going, I gotta go up there and get it. I can't wait.
I love the guy that says I got fucking such and such a time tomorrow. Well, let's get to tomorrow, motherfucker.
John I can't say his name, but John who used to come to the meetings,
He's gone.
He's referenced a lot. Yeah, he's gone now. And he used to go in there. He said, in 3 more months, I'll have 13 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, 3 more months,
That's
bro.
a lot of time.
Holy Jesus. A lifetime is 3 months.
Yeah,
man.
literally.
Yeah.
I used to, so after he would say that, I'd be like, in 5 years, 3 months, and 20 minutes, I'll have 24 hours. Oh, my God, man. God rest his soul.
But you know what, man?
You want to talk about willingness? This dude had no car. He had nothing.
Nothing.
Motherfucker was at a meeting at least 3 a day. At least.
Every day.
So when dudes come in or chicks come in and be like, I don't have a car, I can't get to a meeting every day. But like, that's just an excuse.
It is.
That's just an excuse.
I'm living
man.
proof. I had my, I gave up my license for 6 years, and I was able to do 90 meetings in 90 days, and then some. And it wasn't around here in, urban area with mass transportation.
Yeah, you were in a rural area.
I was in. There were no fucking sidewalks where I was at, and I still got to a meeting
Street
every
lights.
day. Yeah, none
man.
of that shit. And I got to
Willing,
the
man.
meetings.
Willing. What are you
That's
willing
like
to
that
do,
fucking
man?
ride home from High Watch.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Bro, we took a wrong turn.
Fuck.
Oh,
Dirt
if you're
roads.
up in that area, you
Oh
take
my
one wrong
god,
turn.
it was horrible. And we were in the rain.
You got a real pretty mouth, boy.
We were in the rain and the fog, and it was dark. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Thank God we were in the truck though.
You know what's fun to do? Like get up to about 60 miles an hour and turn your headlights off.
Yeah, no.
Oh God, not in
You're
those.
not on the road we were on.
No,
Hell
It's
no.
crazy.
We
up
wouldn't
there,
have
man.
made it that far.
It's
We would have been
crazy.
in a tree.
We would have made it
crazy
about
up there.
8 feet.
Yeah, into the ditch that was about 4 feet deep.
Oh, we're going up there in May.
Yeah.
May, yeah. We'll go up there in May 11th.
So yeah, man. No more victimhood, guys.
No more victim, man. Can't, and, I believe that there's a number of people that will listen and be like,
They're right.
you're onto something.
That's right.
And then there's going to be plenty of people that say, these guys are fucking idiots. And
Some of them might be right.
Yeah, well, that's 100%.
the one thing,
yeah.
though, like I always say, and they say it in our literature, give it a shot. If it doesn't work for you, what have you lost?
What do you have to lose?
Right. Everything
What
to win.
do you have to lose?
Everything to win, nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You
And
know?
I just want to give a shout out here because we're talking about change and willingness and Matt, I hear you so good tonight. So
Fuck you.
so good. The
So
willingness to change the position of the mic.
That was my idea.
That was a good idea, man. That was a good idea. But yeah, man. Like, there is going to be somebody listen tonight that says, that's not for me. I don't know what they're talking about.
don't know.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for. So
And that's okay.
my father, and I know he didn't make it up, but he used to say in Italian, you are where you are because you choose to be there.
That's right.
And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard, man. Because the judge put me here.
Let me go to my fucking cabin out in the woods.
Yeah. Let me go think about that in my chateau.
Yeah, my veranda.
You are where you are because you choose to be here. Because life is made up of two choices, and every single path you make a choice. You can either go this way or this way. If you choose this way, it's going to be the wrong way. If you choose this way, this is the harder, more uncomfortable way. But if you go that way, chances are it's going to be all right. But you chose to go this way. You chose to roll a joint, smoke it in the Brass Mill parking lot, and you got caught. So you are where you are in court today because you chose to be here.
Yeah.
And then from that, you kept choosing dumb shit the whole time.
Right.
So when you end up at a situation where you're like, why me? Well, you chose that.
Yeah.
But it's legal now. If only it was legal back then I
Alcohol
wouldn't be
is
here.
legal. Alcohol is legal, but if I take a sip of it tonight, you're gonna read about it in the blotter.
For sure.
It's happening, bro.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I remember sitting, I was on the run from Connecticut. I was in Florida for 3 years. Flight from justice. Fugitive from justice.
Fugitive from justice.
I finally
I
get
was like, is that an airline? Flight from Justice?
I finally get picked up, of course, because of a snitch. It had nothing to do with my cases that I ran from, just because of a snitch.
Because he told on you.
This loudmouth.
You would have never got caught.
Never.
I'd still be there flipping burgers at this place I worked at.
Catching a tan, baby.
But, no, I was a fucking vampire. There was no
Yeah.
tans involved. And I'm sitting in the cell in Seg, and I'm like, I guess I'm just supposed to do life.
That's it, bro.
That's it, and I said that as much as I said, I'm going to take a sip.
Yeah.
I said it so carefree because I fully accepted that. Isn't it funny how willing we are to accept the worst?
All the time.
But I want to fight you about the shit that's going to save my fucking life.
Yeah, because that won't work.
No.
That ain't going to work.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know me. I'm different.
You don't know what I've been through.
I remember saying that all the time, thinking that really they have no idea.
Yeah.
You guys don't understand. You really, really don't. If you had the life I had, if you smoked as much as I smoked, if you lived where I lived, if, then maybe you would understand. But because I was so closed-minded, I could never hear that every single one of you guys have done, said, lived exactly the same exact way, have done all of it. And I'm sitting here going, you guys don't understand, when in actuality, you guys understand me way more than I understand my own self.
And that took me out on a fourth step. That was I wasn't willing to complete a fourth step because of that stuff. I wasn't. You just don't know me.
You don't know me.
You don't. I thought in my mind, there's no benefit for me even writing this shit down because you don't get it. So
You don't understand
fuck
it.
you.
I know. What about you just touched on hearing other people talk? What about like when you come across a real fucking gangster that fucking bona fide out there,
Gangster!
Oh, like me?
and then you say, yeah,
John,
just like you,
Like John.
and you say, he was just lucky, because they turned their life around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got lucky.
Lucky guy.
And then no, giving him credit for doing the work to
Right.
turn his life
Right,
around.
right.
He had to be lucky.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
I used to do that all the
It's all
time,
luck.
dude. I'd see a dude with a nice car,
Oh yeah, hate him.
hate him because he didn't smoke crack. He went to school. He got a good education, got a good job,
Yeah.
works hard, deserves his car, pays for it. But what a piece of shit.
Yeah, you had your PhD. You had your PhD.
Player hater degree.
Just like me, baby.
But yeah, man. Just like, yeah, he's lucky. Oh, that was his mom's car.
Yeah. I remember fucking waking up and sitting back in the day and like, I got my whole life consisted of a fucking a 2x3 locker.
Yeah. Oh, I got thirsty. Thank
And
you.
then,
it was like 45 minutes ago.
Grazie.
I love you. Thank you, baby.
And
Grazie.
then, I'm thinking, man, my friends are out there getting careers, they're buying
Yes.
homes,
Yes.
they're developing
Hating 'em.
families.
Hating them.
Like, look at these motherfuckers.
Sellouts.
You
Suckers.
Trifling ass motherfucker.
What the hell's in that shit? Let me get some. Let me get some.
Pulling
Yeah.
urine on Jonathan real
At least he
quick.
ain't doing this, man.
Yeah, I love those. No, man, I'm good.
I haven't slept in days.
Just tired.
But,
just
yeah,
I
hating.
didn't eat
Hating.
enough. Yeah, hating.
Hating. Like, hating, man.
Did you just say urine in here?
No.
I said we need to pull a urine on
Oh.
Jonathan.
Why does it taste familiar? or
It
something?
tastes like
He's
piss.
like, did you just say urine? Because I think you're right.
So fun story.
Fun story.
Fun story. We went to the Big E this past summer, and the traffic was out of control, and we were stuck in the main street of whatever fucking town the Big E
you
is.
were
in.
telling me, yeah.
You
I had
piss
to-
in a cup.
I had to pee.
That's the
In
cup.
that cup.
This is the cup.
Nice.
Ashley won't drink out of this cup.
Because
And you didn't just throw it away, huh?
Why would I throw
why
it
would
away?
it's a perfectly good cup?
perfectly good cup.
Just wash it.
Just so you just wash
It
it.
came out of your own body.
It came out of my body, and it's literally water.
Well, I
That's
got
just
a way
little
better
dittier.
fucking piss story than that.
Listen, you ever wipe your butt and the finger accidentally pokes through the foot? You don't chop off your finger and throw it away. You just wash it.
True. So listen,
Like that never happened to
One,
nobody.
one time, my boy Jay, he just came through it.
What the
He'll
fuck?
he might not remember the story. So we're getting high in my room. I'm living with my mother. We're locked up in my bedroom all night,
Locked up.
and I'm thinking, we got to get the fuck out of here and go do something. And he's like, I ain't leaving.
Yeah.
I ain't leaving your house.
My bright idea is we're gonna go fucking climb up into the attic. 'Cause
Wait.
me and him. Let's go get high up there. I don't know why. But you have to
Safer.
climb a ladder outside of the house, so it wasn't like you want to go.
Oh, you had to go through that outside.
Yeah,
He didn't want to smoke. He didn't want to leave the house.
he wanted to
had
stay
the-
locked up behind the
You
door.
had the idea that you wanted to go out.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I go up there. Fuck it. I'm in there sweating fucking balls. Right? It's 100 degrees. It's in the summer. I'm in this fucking hot ass attic. So now I'm ready to get out of there. I go back down. I come into my room. He's knocked out on the floor. He went to sleep. I see a Mountain Dew can I said, oh, man, I'm dying of something to drink. I go take a sip. Legit, straight sip of piss. Piss sip.
Ooh. Was it still warm?
He fucking, I don't remember. He didn't want to leave the bedroom to go to the bathroom, so he pissed in the fucking soda can. I wanted to kill him.
Mountain Dew on top of it.
I was look at ready for this? Good. I was a piss victim.
Yeah, you were a piss victim, man, and you probably got a secondary high off that shit too. There was probably a little crack.
No, that's a meth.
That's
story.
not even funny, bro. Because I've smoked my boogers one night because we were snorting so much cocaine that during the night somebody said, "I wonder if at the end." If you pick your nose and smoke it, if you can get high off it. So I remember that shit at the end of the night. There ain't nothing left. And I'm like, fuck it, man. Let's fucking try it. And
Let's go digging. Let's go digging.
I'm going to guess it didn't work.
I don't think it did. I mean, I stayed high for a lot of years after that, but I don't know.
All right, let's go to the one time, bro.
Okay.
Before we do that, man, guys, again, like, subscribe, share.
Yeah.
Jonathan, give it again. Give it again.
Give it again.
The
Give it again.
Subs Podcast on Instagram. Subs Podcast on what the?
You gotta get your shit together.
I don't even know. What else are we on?
This guy.
Instagram? YouTube. So Subs Podcast on Instagram.
The Book of Faces.
So, yeah,
The
no, I'm not on
Facebook.
Facebook yet, but
Oh no.
now
Instagram.
Instagram.
Facebook.
That's what I just said. I'm all fucked up now.
Meta.
TikTok. We're on TikTok now.
Oh, TikTok.
TikTok.
Nice.
Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, Apple Play, all that good stuff. YouTube is the only one that's different. That's Subs Podcast, Socially Unacceptable But Sober Podcast. The whole thing spelt out. And our email again is subspodcast1@gmail.com. Reach out, show your boys some love, comments, critiques,
Yes.
all
And
that
at the
good
end
stuff.
of the day, I think we all share the same idea that when this thing got put together, it was about carrying a message of hope, man, changing your life.
Yes.
But at the same time, and Dino touched on it, I think the very first show, is you know, in the literature it talks about wearing this thing like a loose garment.
Yeah.
You can't be rigid, man. It's not about, is this serious business? 100%.
Absolutely.
But the relationships, the fellowship, the camaraderie that comes, and we just want to bring a lighter side while we carry a legit serious message.
Yeah.
Because you know what, man, it ain't all doom and gloom. We lived
ain't.
through that. You lived through the doom and gloom to get here, man.
We are not a glum lot.
No, we are not.
not a glum lot. And
Come hang out with us.
I just want to tell you
out.
guys both
around, find
that, you know,
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down.
You might hurt your hernia. You better settle down.
That might be another suggestion or comment, but to keep it going, bro. No. Yeah, man. It's time to be serious. It's time to be funny.
now it's time to be
Now
funny.
it's both.
But this thing is serious, man. This thing that we have is absolutely serious. If you're listening to it, there's a reason. And maybe you might be in the same situation. What you have is absolutely serious. We also do this for another reason, if you do need help. If you need help, you could always reach out to us. You could always email us. We got a guy.
Yeah.
We can get you some help. Man.
Oh,
we got a
speaking
guy.
of Lori, I just connected with Lori.
She told me.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
What happened with Lori?
Guys
She
knows
needed help
everything.
with a friend.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got
Reached
guys.
out.
We got a guy.
She reached out to me first.
Fuck you. Yeah, because she didn't have my number.
Damn it.
Didn't have my number. That's
Whatever
why.
you got to say to feel
It was
good, bro.
just. It's just circumstances. That's it.
Whatever you got to say to feel
Just
better. It's all good.
circumstances, you know.
Lori was awesome.
Yeah,
She
she
was
did an
awesome.
Lori was
amazing
awesome.
job.
I'm looking forward to our guests too. I really am. Because they
Well,
could
what
always.
are we going to do, like 4 a day?
Yeah.
Every day?
Four
Do we-
every 15.
Do we know who our next guest is
No,
I had my first
Oh.
sponsee Rob booked up for
for
that
the next one?
for hernia day.
for hernia day that I fucked
But
up.
he rescheduled it. He's
I
coming.
didn't. I'll. Yeah, he will come. I just gotta. He doesn't have transportation from New York, so I gotta arrange that on a Friday that works for him. And
A lot of guys have been asking, am I going to be under? Am I going to be under? Listen, everybody is on deck.
Listen, you ready? Listen up. Money talks.
Yeah, we still like,
Daddy
oh,
news
well, you know what I
needs
mean?
a new pair of shoes.
I ain't never gonna be well, man. So what are we talking about? The one time, bro?
Yeah,
One
this
time,
is
bro.
Your time for the one time.
You know, I had one because your wife had reminded me because of what she told Mike, but then something brought it up. All right, so one time, right? I call up a dealer and I'm like, yeah, my bone. He's like, yeah, I'll be right there. Picks me up. He's like, get in the back. I said, all right, cool. Give him the money. He gives me the stuff. I'm like, yo, can you just bring me on Grove Street?
You chose to get off on Grove?
Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
because at a house,
Okay.
this dude lived up there that all I had to do was give him a little crumb. He would leave me alone,
you
man.
told me about
Oh,
that
man,
guy.
that dude was awesome, man. So he's like, yeah. So I'm in there, and I'm like, it's taking forever, man. There's a lot of traffic, and I'm like, bro, you mind if I... He's like, nah, go ahead. I don't give a shit. So,
Oh, he let you pack up.
yeah, right in the backseat, smoking it. He had a passenger. So all of a sudden, the dude goes, bro, there's 3 cars behind us. There's a cop. He was like, it's cool, man. It's cool. It's relax. And now I'm geeked out. I'm like, they're like, no, man, stop turning around.
Don't
Yo,
turn your
stop
head.
turning around. Stop turning
turning
around.
your head.
I'm like, okay. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. And I look, and there's a screwdriver in the ignition.
Oh,
God. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, bro, did you steal this car? He's like, yo, just chill, relax.
Oh, God.
Lights go on.
Oh, God.
This dude mats it, bro. So I go down. I'm like, boom. I'm smoking because I'm thinking we're getting pulled over any second. They're throwing all this shit out the window.
Oh, God. Boom.
Dude, we're flying through Waterbury. Dude, this had to go on for about 20 minutes, dude. I'm in the back. Bang, bang. It was like a small 2-door Toyota. I was in the back. Okay?
You couldn't even bail if you wanted to.
Dude, I couldn't even jump out of a window if I wanted to. Even though I wouldn't, because he was doing 90 everywhere, right? So, dude, there's cops coming and he's bouncing around and we're going up Lakewood Road, down Chase Avenue, going back up Cook. We're all over the place. So I'm all done with my shit, but I'm fucking geeked the fuck out, freaking out. And I'm like, yo, just drop me off, bro. Just drop me off. Hold on. Ah! They're behind us the whole time. Dude, half the department was after us, right? I'm freaking out, bro. I am freaking out. So, North Walnut, you know how it leads you to Lakewood Road? That little bottom of the hill, we turn that corner, all you see is cops. That's all you see with guns drawn. So I'm like, here it is. This is it. This is where we're all going down. And I'm affiliated now.
Yeah.
I didn't even steal the car, but I'm going to jail for
Going
fucking
down.
Grand Theft Auto. Okay, that's great. He was like, hang on.
Oh, God.
I was like, no, dude, you're not gonna. Bam, dude, he smashes right through they start shooting.
Oh, God.
I'm in the back seat, dude. I'm crying, shitting my brains out. God, if you get me out of this, I'll never do this again, right? We get away, bro. We end up on Pilgrim,
Yeah.
right off a hill.
Yeah.
Right off
I
the hill.
was born on Pilgrim Ave.
Okay. So we end up on Pilgrim.
Right behind the Viennese Club.
We end up on Pilgrim. These dudes throw it in, drop and park, jump out of the car and book. I can't get out of the car, dude. I'm like trying to open the seat. I hear the cars, dude. I hear the 4-barrel kicking in those cars. I hear the sirens coming. By the way, it was raining the whole time. It was raining the whole time. So I fucking back up. I smash the seat open. I jump out of the car. No sooner I jump out of the car, I start walking like normal. Boom. I hear the car come up behind me. He's like, yo, wait right there. Boom, boom, boom. All these cops pulling up. I'm like, oh, shit, man. Oh, shit. Cop puts me up against, starts going through my pockets. He was like, you were in the stolen car. I was like, no, man, it wasn't me. No, man, it wasn't me. They were about to take me down because the car was literally 10 feet away from me. I'm shitting my pants,
As
bro.
you're casually strolling.
I'm so fucking geeked out, bro.
So
I'm like, so they're about to take me out. All of a sudden, you hear one cop go, "Nah, I don't recognize. That wasn't the dude in the back seat." And he's touching me. He's like, "This dude's soaking wet. He's been out walking the whole time.
Sweat.
Couldn't have been." No, I was soaked because I was waiting outside for this dude to show up. So I was drenched in rainwater.
Before you got in the
Drenched
car.
before I got in the car. So he's like, nah, he'd been outside. You could tell his jackets can't be him. They were like ID, blah blah blah, no warrants, thank God,
Yeah.
for the first time.
Yeah.
And they fucking let me walk, bro.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude. My heart, dude, I literally was fucking dragging behind me as I'm walking to the grocery.
You know why I would have got caught in the car? I'd have been looking to see if they dropped any shit.
Dude, I knew that. I saw him. I was watching him the whole time. So I fucking, I walked to that dude's house and I knock on the door. He was like, hey, yeah, come on in. As soon as he seen me, he knew he was going to get a little something. I'm like, bro, I got nothing, bro. I got a good story for you, though, bro. This is what happened. I didn't see that dealer for years, bro. Years gone by. I'm at some chick's house one night. She was like, can you get some shit? I'm like, yeah, I get some shit. She's like, yeah, but I don't have any money. She's like, but I'll rent out my car. I was like, let me see. I'll go down the list. I'll call him and call him and call him. And I was like, damn, nobody wants to rent it. Nobody's messing with it. Blah, blah, blah. I said, let me try this dude, man. I haven't talked to him in years, man. I don't even think he's got the same number. Dude answers. I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. He was like, yeah, I'll take the rental. I'll take the rental. Not even telling her, yo, this motherfucker will smash your shit all over the.
Yeah.
He shows up. Boom. He comes in the fucking house. He blesses her. He goes to take her car. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened, bro? He was like, yeah, it was crazy, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we stole the car, just blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro. He's like, yeah, you get arrested for that? I'm like, did I get her? Like, you just left me, man. I'm like, then again, I am just a crackhead to you. I ain't shit. Car never came back. She never found that car.
Never came
And she was
back.
like, it's your fault, the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my one time, bro, man. I think the statute of limitations is good. So, hey, Waterbury PD.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, what a night, dude. Holy, that was actually broad daylight. Dude, we come down, man.
That's
they got their
crazy.
guns like this behind their car door. I'm like, it's over. He's like, hang on. I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Famous last words.
We got away, though, bro. He got away.
That is sick. Oh my god, I got nauseous listening to this story. I'm like, oh,
I can't wait to tell you my next act.
Good.
Oh my god.
Who's next?
Jonathan.
Jonathan's next. Next. You told the first one.
Yeah, you went first.
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, you did the bag.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that-
went
that-
first.
yeah,
You went
yeah.
second.
So you're
So
next.
it's my turn.
Yeah, you're next.
Oh, so I can remember a week from now.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah,
So,
well-
yeah, that's my one time, man. But there's plenty. There's plenty.
Stories for days.
Unbelievable. So, anyway,
One time, bro.
one time, bro. That's our one time, bro. And,
That's a wrap for the show.
guys, again, like, subscribe, share, comment so we could talk about your comments. Maybe you could actually give us some suggestions because I think there's 3 open-minded guys here that we'd be willing to listen to something.
Yeah, we have an
Sharpen
open
it
mind.
up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Help us get the word out.
yeah, help us get the word out. Share it, man. Share.
Spread the message.
Share. Spread it. Don't spread the mess anymore. Spread the message.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't spread your
shit.
disease. Nobody wants to hear about that
Ew.
shit. Yeah,
So
nobody wants to
anyway,
hear
all
about
right, guys. Happy Friday.
it. Yeah. Peace out, Cub Scouts.
Peace out.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah.
Travel down.